Have you ever wondered why 95% of people spend their entire lives trapped, dreaming of freedom but never reaching it? Why do a few break the chains and change their destiny, while most keep repeating the same patterns year after year? The answer isn't talent, it isn't luck, it's mindset. Today you're going to discover how to break the mentality that traps 95% of people and join the small group that truly lives with purpose, wealth, and freedom. Lesson 1. Identify the invisible prison. Your mind is the most sophisticated prison ever built. It doesn't have metal bars. It's made of beliefs, fears, and excuses. You don't see it, but you feel its weight every single day. Every time you say, "I can't," "I don't have time," or "that's just not for me," you're strengthening the walls of your own cage. Most people live locked inside sentences they created themselves. They think they're being realistic, but in truth, they're being prisoners. The limiting mind works quietly. It whispers, "Wait for the right time. Don't take risks. That's just how life is." And without realizing it, you spend years waiting for a tomorrow that never comes. The first step to freedom is seeing the cage. Realizing that the voice holding you back isn't truth. It's a mental program installed long ago, fed by fear and social conditioning. You must confront that voice. Rise against the invisible system that wants to keep you average. Question every thought that makes you smaller. Doubt every belief that tells you to quit before you even try. The prison only exists as long as you believe in it. Stop right now and ask yourself, what belief has been limiting me for years? What lie have I accepted as truth? Challenge it. Write it down. Rip it apart. And say to yourself, I am no longer a prisoner of my thoughts. Break free. Today. If that hits something inside you, keep watching, because the next lesson will ignite a fire the 95% will never understand. Lesson 2. The cycle of mediocrity. A limiting mindset creates a perfect loop. Weak thoughts lead to weak actions. Weak actions lead to poor results. Poor results confirm the belief that you're not capable, and the cycle repeats. Imagine a warrior who believes his sword is weak. He'll never swing it with confidence. Even if he has the strength, his strike will hesitate, and that hesitation is his defeat. That's how most people live, doubting their own blade. But the truth is brutal. The real enemy isn't out there. It's in here. Failure begins in the mind long before it appears in reality. You must break the loop. Every time a thought of doubt appears, replace it with power. When your mind says, "I can't," answer with, "I'll try again." When it says, "I'm just not that kind of person," declare, "I'm becoming one." The battle isn't against fear, it's against surrender. What separates winners from quitters is simple. Winners act despite fear. They don't wait to feel confident. They build confidence through action. So take action. Do something today that your old self would be terrified to do. Prove to yourself the cycle is broken. Take a deep breath and say out loud, "Today I break the pattern." Keep going, because the next part will reveal the secret that transforms the top 5% into masters of their own reality. Lesson 3. The lie that traps 95% of people. The world taught us a dangerous lie. I need to see it to believe it. That's the trap. 95% of people live waiting for proof before they believe. They want security before action, results before effort, guarantees before courage. But the 5% think differently. They believe to see. They move on faith. Strategic, disciplined faith. Steve Jobs believed in a piece of glass that would change the world. Elon Musk believed in electric cars when everyone laughed. Napoleon Hill believed in the power of thought when the world was drowning in scarcity. What did they all have in common? A faith built on discipline and vision. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They created it. Faith is the force that moves the invisible until it becomes visible. While average people wait, extraordinary people build. Stop waiting for proof to believe in yourself. Create your own proof. From now on, act like the person you want to become. Speak like that person. Think like that person. Move like that person. Because the mind believes first, and the world follows later. Now look within and ask, what would I stop hesitating on if I truly believed in myself? That answer is the beginning of your freedom. If that question shook something inside you, don't stop, because the next lesson will show you how to reprogram your mind so you'll never go back to who you were. Lesson 4. How to reprogram your mind. You are not a slave to your mind. You are its programmer. The mind is like a garden. If you don't plant anything, weeds grow. Every thought you repeat is a seed. The only question is, are you planting courage or fear? To reprogram your mind, you need 3 weapons: awareness, inversion, and repetition. First, awareness. Watch your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. Don't fight them, just observe. Awareness is the light that dissolves darkness. Second, inversion. Every time a limiting thought appears, flip it. If your mind says, I can't, replace it with, I'm learning. If it says, it's too late, say, this is my time. Third, repetition. The brain is rewired by consistency, not by occasional inspiration. You don't get strong by lifting once. You grow through discipline. Create a daily mental ritual. Visualize the person you want to become. Feel what it's like to live that reality, and repeat this silently. I am capable. I am worthy. I am unbreakable. Finally, protect your environment. Stop surrounding yourself with people and content that feed your limitations. Every conversation plants a seed. Choose your soil wisely. Remember, it's not your mind that must change. It's you who must take command of it. Close your eyes for a second and say, I command my thoughts. My thoughts don't command me. If that resonated with you, keep going, because the next lesson will show you the exact moment when everything changes. Lesson 5, the turning point. There's always a moment when a warrior decides never again. For some, it's when they lose everything. For others, it's when they realize they already had everything, except courage. A man named Marcus worked for years in a job he hated. Every day he said, one day I'll change. But he never did, until one night, sitting in silence, he realized he'd been waiting for life to change for him. That night, he understood. Life doesn't change. You do. The next morning, he quit. No plan, just decision. He started a small business, failed 3 times, but never went back. 5 years later, he owned his own company. The turning point wasn't success, it was decision. From that moment, he refused to be a spectator in his own story. You need your Marcus moment. The instant you look in the mirror and say, enough, I will no longer be a prisoner of myself. The turning point begins with a silent, powerful choice. I will never return to the person I used to be. If that line lit something in your chest, stay until the end, because what comes next is the moment of truth that separates dreamers from doers. Lesson 6, the awakening of consciousness. Everything changes when you realize you're not the mind, you're the one observing it. You're not fear, you're the awareness behind it. You're not doubt, you're the chooser of what to do with it. When this awakening happens, the entire world shifts. You see that the external world is a mirror of your inner world. Money, opportunities, and success appear when you become aligned with them inside. The 95% react to the world. The 5% create the world. They don't ask what will happen to me, they ask what will I make happen. That's true power, the ability to choose. You choose the meaning, the reaction, the next step. So choose now. Choose to think differently. Choose to act without guarantees. Choose to walk by faith when others freeze in fear. The mindset of the 5% isn't built on luck, it's built on decision and discipline. And once you awaken, there's no going back. You finally see that nothing was ever holding you back. It was just you against you. Now whisper to yourself, I am awake. If you felt that deep inside, hold on, because the final part seals this transformation forever. Lesson 7, the final choice. Become unbreakable. Now there are only 2 directions. Go back to the comfort of your old mindset or walk through the fire of change and be reborn. The 95% choose comfort. The 5% choose purpose. The 95% choose safety. The 5% choose freedom. Becoming unbreakable doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It means pain no longer defines you. It means looking at your scars and saying, they made me stronger. You will fall, you will doubt, you will fail. But every time you rise, the universe bends a little more in your favor. An unbreakable mindset is forged in moments of resistance. You don't have to win every battle. You just have to never stop fighting. Look back at everything you've endured, every loss, every heartbreak, every disappointment. All of it was preparing you for this exact moment. This is your decision point, the line you cross with no return. The moment you say, I am done being average. The choice is yours. You can stay among the 95% who react to life, or rise into the 5% who create it. Decide now. From this day forward, you will be the warrior of your own mind. Don't wait, don't delay, don't look back. Become unbreakable. And if this message hit your soul, share it with someone who needs to wake up. Comment below, I choose to be the 5%, and subscribe, because the next video will show you how to install the 5% mindset and turn every thought into power. This is the beginning of your liberation.